Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a very short video on how to take pastels and add them to the Pledge of Allegiance that we did yesterday. All right, the whole idea is once you get that pledge all done in the calligraphy marker, this is the one that I was working on yesterday. And you can see that I didn't get this all the way finished, but I'm going to use one from the handout that is already finished. And it just explained to you just real quickly what you can do with this to add some color to it. So here's my pledge, and I'm going to back out just a little bit so that you can see the whole thing. All right, let's go a little tighter than that. There. Now, you are probably going to erase those borders unless you want them there for a decorative purpose or something. Now, this is a set of pastels that I have in class that works really well, and you can just add some color to this. So once you have all of your pencil lines erased out from underneath of it, you can take some pastels and you can add it to, I'm going to use a little bit of red here. You can add it to the top if you don't do it too dark, and it works really well. Like over here, if I would want to take some red pastel, and I'm just going to push it down on there just kind of lightly. And maybe I would want to do something with a bit of a swirl pattern like this to make it look a little bit like it's a flag waving there. You could do that, and maybe I would want to add some blue over here to, for the red, white, and the blue. You can put it over top of your letters. And right now it looks a little bit too dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Kleenex and I'm just going to rub this out. And you can see the lettering underneath really well. And I'm going to just kind of smear this a little bit. You could smear this out like that too. And it just creates kind of a nice idea. Looks a little bit like a flag waving there. The thing with the pastel is you don't want to do it too dark. You want to keep it light enough. Always when you're doing something with color on top of calligraphy, you want it to add to or enhance your idea. You don't want it to overpower. If it overpowers it, you won't be able to read your beautiful writing anymore. So something like that could go on here. You could do something with the design layout if you wanted to. And there's just one other thing I'm going to show you. You can use a lot of color, but some people like to just make it look old, like a piece of parchment. So if I wanted to make it look like a piece of parchment, I'm going to take a tan and I'm going to come down here into the corner a little bit. And I'm going to take, there's a brown, kind of a reddish brown color here. And I'm going to put a little bit of that on top of it. So I'm going to use this tan and the reddish brown, called burnt sienna is what it's called. And I'm going to mix these two together. And sometimes you can take that right out to the edge if you want to, and you can make it look like it's written on parchment paper. Sometimes people just want to do the tan, and that works too. You can play with a combination of different colors. If you get it a little bit too dark, you could take an eraser and lighten it up, or you could even take an eraser and erase parts out of it if you wanted it to be highlighted. You could do that also. So you can kind of control it between an eraser and the pastel just with a Kleenex. Works pretty well. I'm just going to put a little bit of this back into there. This is a very short video just to show you how you can take pastels and work it onto a piece of calligraphy. Whoops, sorry about that. How you can work that onto a piece of calligraphy and just enhance it. So there you go. If we are back in class, I will pull out these pastels for you to play with. So that's it. Hope you have fun with that.